टुडे वी आर गोइंग टू डिस्कस द बायोमैकेनिक्स ऑफ शोल्डर जॉइंट। हम यहाँ पर केवल शोल्डर जॉइंट की बायोमैकेनिक्स के बारे में डिस्कशन नहीं कर रहे हैं, हम यहाँ पे एज ए कंप्लीट शोल्डर कॉम्प्लेक्स के बारे में डिस्कशन कर रहे हैं। और कंप्लीट शोल्डर कॉम्प्लेक्स के अंदर जो जॉइंट्स अवेलेबल है हमारे पास में, दैट इज द ग्लियोह्यूमरल जॉइंट, अ जॉइंट बिटवीन द ह्यूमरस एंड द स्कैपुला। Second is the acromioclavicular joint, the joint between the lateral end of the clavicle and the scapula, acromial process of the scapula. And the third one is the sternoclavicular joint, the medial end of the clavicle and the sternal notch of the sternum, उसके बीच में जो joint है, that is the sternoclavicular joint. Usually, all these three joints, the glenohumeral joint, the acromioclavicular joint and the sternoclavicular joint, are the true synovial joint. The true synovial joint means that they have the articular cartilage, articular disc, the joint capsule, synovial membrane, everything present what a normal true joint is required. Still, there are two false joints are also present. With one is the scapulothoracic joint. The scapulothoracic joint means that this is a false joint और इसकी कोई भी आर्टिकुलर कार्टिलेज नहीं है, आर्टिकुलर कार्टिलेज नहीं है। देयर इज वन मोर जॉइंट जिसको हम लोग फॉल्स जॉइंट की कैटेगरी में जो है इंक्लूड करते हैं, दैट इज द बाइसेप्टिकल ग्रूव। दैट मीन्स के द ग्रेटर टुबरोसिटी एंड द लेसर टुबरोसिटी के बीच में जो ग्रूव है बाइसेप्टिकल टेंडन जहाँ से पास होता है, वो उसको भी हम लोग एक फॉल्स जॉइंट की तरह काउंट करते हैं। तो स्कैपुलोथोरैसिक जॉइंट के बारे में हम बाद में डिस्कशन करेंगे, पहले हम तीन ट्रू जॉइंट्स के बारे में बात कर रहे हैं। तो कंपोनेंट्स क्या क्या हैं शोल्डर कॉम्प्लेक्स के, तो जो हम लोगों को चाहिए, दैट इज द स्टर्नल नॉच जो कि प्रेजेंट एट द स्टर्नम एंड इट फॉर्म्स अ जॉइंट विद द मीडियल एंड ऑफ द क्लैविकल। द सेकंड कंपोनेंट इज द क्लैविकल इटसेल्फ, द coracoid process, the acromial process which forms the acromioclavicular joint with the acromion of the scapula, the humerus which forms the joint with the glenoid fossa of the scapula, forms the glenohumeral joint. Now first of all we are going to discuss the sternoclavicular joint. The sternoclavicular joint is ideally a plain synovial joint. If you see this model, so there is a, suppose this is the medial end of the clavicle which is circular in shape, round है, and suppose this is the sternal end. मेरे हाथ को अगर तुम देख पा रहे हो तो this is, suppose करो कि ये sternum है, तो ये joint कुछ इस तरह से बनेगा। That means the sternal notch of the sternum articulate with the medial end of the clavicle, especially the lower part of the clavicle. Upper end is free now. Upper end जो होगा वो इसके साथ में free होगा। So this is the medial end and this is the lateral end. जो lateral end है clavicle का, ये more flat है in comparison to the medial end of the clavicle. The clavicle on the medial side is round, more about a rounded shape की है, ठीक है। In case अगर वो sternal notch का lower part जो है अगर उसके साथ में articulate कर रही है और इन दोनों को, मतलब एक ये joint surface हो गई और एक ये joint surface हो गई जो sternum की है। This is the one articulating surface and my finger, index finger of the left hand is the second articulating surface. In दोनों के बीच में there is a thing that this is called a articular disc. If I am showing you in a diagram, it shows something like this. Okay. Suppose this is the sternum and this is the clavicle. So one articular surface is this and other articular surface is this. So inferior part of the clavicle is articulated with the sternal notch of the sternum. This two joint surface is separated with each other with an articular disc. This is the articular disc. So that means the articular disc is the component which separates the two joint surfaces. This part, this is the anterior sternoclavicular ligament. This is the anterior sternoclavicular ligament. अगर मैं फ्रंट से कर देख रहा हूँ तो दिस इज द एंटीरियर स्टर्नोक्लेविकुलर लिगामेंट। इफ I have a anterior sternoclavicular ligament, तो that means कि अगर फ्रंट के पीछे से देखोगे तो there is one more posterior sternoclavicular ligament भी अगर उसके अंदर present होगा। This is the one side of the clavicle and this is the other side of the clavicle. Both the clavicle are interconnected with each other or separated by each other with a ligament called the interclavicular ligament. That means कि ये वो ligament है जो इन दोनों क्लैविकल्स को एक सर्टेन डिस्टेंस के ऊपर मेंटेन करके रखता है और दोनों के दोनों क्लैविकल के डिस्टेंट होने पर भी स्ट्रेस आउट होता है। द थर्ड लिगामेंट इज जो कि हमारा फर्स्ट कॉस्टल कार्टिलेज के साथ में जो अटैच रहता है जिसको हम बोलते हैं कॉस्टोक्लैविकुलर लिगामेंट। दैट इज द लिगामेंट व्हिच अटैच विद द क्लैविकल विद द फर्स्ट कॉस्टल कार्टिलेज। So these are the three ligaments, ठीक है, which is present in a sternoclavicular joint. If you see this diagram, ठीक है, the lower end of the clavicle is articulate with the lower end, sternal notch of the manubrium sterni. So that surface, the surface in the manubrium sterni is the convex and the surface in the clavicle is concave. So this fulfill a process of the convex concave rule as well. As I have told you, the disc is the thing which separates the two articulating surfaces and it's run diagonally. If you see in this diagram as well, the disc runs diagonally. So diagonally which transects the two joint cavities or the two joint surfaces. And it is also very important as far as the movement or the rotation of the clavicle is concerned. The sternoclavicular joint having three ligaments, as I have discussed already. The sternoclavicular ligament is the anterior and the posterior component. That means which is joint as the anterior aspect of the joint. This is called the anterior sternoclavicular joint. This is the medial end of the clavicle, and if you pretend my hand as a sternum, ठीक है, if you pretend my hand as a sternum, so my opposite hand index finger and the middle finger, this is the anterior sternoclavicular joint. If the anterior sternoclavicular joint is present, if I am supposed to rotate this clavicle posteriorly, तो जो पीछे की तरफ जो जुड़ा हुआ होगा like this is the posterior sternoclavicular ligament. Now the costoclavicular ligament which is attached with the clavicle to the first costal cartilage, and the interclavicular ligament which connect both the clavicle to each other. So this is the basic diagram of the ligamentous attachments related to the sternoclavicular joint. This is the interclavicular ligament. This is the anterior sternoclavicular ligament. Same component is present in the posterior side, which is called the posterior sternoclavicular ligament, and this is the costoclavicular ligament which is attached with the clavicle to the first costal cartilage. Now this is the mechanics of the sternoclavicular joint. It is a 3 degree of freedom. I hope so you know what is the degree of freedom. That means it is having a movement in all three plane and axis. So the 3 degree of freedom, the elevation, the depression, protraction and the retraction, anterior or posterior rotation of the clavicle. So what is it exactly? So this is the elevation. If the clavicle is elevated, this is the elevation and the depression of the clavicle at the sternoclavicular joint. अगर ये वाला suppose करो this is the medial end and this is the lateral end, and this part is moves going up is the elevation, and if moves down it is called the depression. The second one is the protraction and the retraction. If the clavicle comes forward, it is the protraction, and if clavicle goes backward, it's called a retraction. Anterior and posterior rotation of the clavicle. As I told, the medial end of the clavicle is circular in nature, and only the inferior part of the clavicle is articulate with the sternal end of the sternum. So if this part is circular, that there might be a possibility of rotation of the clavicle as well. So clavicle is rotating at the end of the range of motion. तो रोटेटिंग एट इट्स एक्सिस, जो कि लोअर एंड है वो रोटेट करके वो पीछे की तरफ आ जाएगा और ये अलाउ करेगा मेरे ग्लिनोह्यूमरल जॉइंट को कि मैं ओवरहेड एबडक्शन या फ्लेक्शन कर पाऊँ। अनलेस अनटिल अगर क्लैविकल रोटेट नहीं कर रही है अपने एक्सिस पे, सपोज करो दिस इज द जॉइंट, जो कि एक जॉइंट मैंने बना करके दिया है, दिस इज द स्टर्नोक्लैविकुलर जॉइंट, दिस इज द एक्रोमियोक्लैविकुलर जॉइंट, दिस इज द ग्लिनोह्यूमरल जॉइंट। तो अगर क्लैविकल रोटेट कर रही है तभी मेरा ग्लिनोह्यूमरल जॉइंट जो है वो फुल एबडक्शन और एडक्शन जो है वो कॉज कर पाएगा। दैट मीन्स ओवरहेड एबडक्शन और एडक्शन में रोटेशन ऑफ क्लैविकल होगा। सो दिस आर द three main important movements which is present at the sternoclavicular joint. There are three translatory motions as well. These are other translatory motions. These motions are most of the time is passive in nature. ठीक है, suppose this is the sternum. If that clavicle is moved forward or backward, अगर मैं clavicle को I'm talking about the anterior and the posterior part. ठीक है, suppose this is the sternum and this is the clavicle. If I am supposed to push the clavicle forward, this is the anterior. If I am supposed to push the clavicle backward towards the manubrium sterni, this is the posterior translation of the clavicle now. The second is the medial and the lateral rotation of the clavicle, and last one is the superior and the inferior. The medial and lateral rotation is when I am supposed to push somebody towards the sternum. I am supposed to push somebody from the lateral aspect of my shoulder towards the sternum. This is the medial. If I am supposed to pull somebody away from the sternum, that is the lateral. And the superior and the inferior. If I am supposed to glide clavicle up like this, is the superior. If I am supposed to compress clavicle inferiorly, this is the inferior translation of the clavicle. So what are the ranges related with the, this is the again the diagram related with the superior and inferior translation of the clavicle and rest of the major movements. This is the elevation, this is the normal clavicle. If I am supposed to standing erect without any movement, if I am supposed to lift the clavicle up, that is the elevation. If I am supposed to depress it, then it is called the depression of the clavicle. Lateral, जैसे I have told you, if somebody is supposed to pull you, that is the lateral translation, is supposed to pull towards the manubrium sternum, that is the medial translation. The superior translation, if I am supposed to pull my clavicle up, is the superior translation. If I am supposed to compress my clavicle down, it is the inferior translation. And this is possible only at the anterior posterior axis. So what is the exact range? I have forgot the range. The clavicular elevation is up to 48 degree and the clavicular depression is less than the 15 degree. This we are supposed to count from the neutral position. So that means that the elevation is more in comparison to the depression of the clavicle. The next is the protraction and the retraction of the scapula. The protraction is retraction means कि clavicle come forward and clavicle goes backward. ठीक है, that this is the protraction and this is the retraction. जब मैंने शोल्डर को आगे की तरफ लेकर के आया तो क्लैविकल प्रोट्रैक्शन हो जाएगा, जब मैं इसको पीछे की तरफ लेकर के गया, this is the protraction. The protraction range in a neutral position is 15 to 20 degree and the retraction is 20 to 30 degree. It's the same course of movement, but we are supposed to stand in a standard ease position. कि पेट अंदर और छाती बाहर करके हम लोग जब खड़े होते हैं तो that position is the retraction of the clavicle as well as for the scapula as well. But the scapulothoracic joint we are supposed to discuss in the next class. The anterior rotation and the posterior rotation. The anterior rotation means the clavicle moves. Suppose this is the clavicle, ठीक है, and this is the manubrium sterni. This is the sternoclavicular joint, the joint between this end of the pen with my finger. ठीक है, तो this is the anterior rotation and this is the posterior rotation. Getting? This is the anterior when the clavicle rotates anteriorly and when the clavicle rotates posteriorly is called a posterior rotation. The posterior rotation is about 50 degree and the anterior rotation is less than the 10 degree. So here is the end of the sternoclavicular joint and acromioclavicular joint we will discuss.
tomorrow.